Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Factorio for absolute beginners. We are pretty close to finishing the game now, at least the official first finish. Working on the rocket silo, probably as fast as we reasonably can there. While I think about it, I mean, actually, to be fair, there's probably no real reason to keep accumulating these. I don't think we're going to use them again, given that I'm not planning to play beyond launching the rocket. So yeah, we may as well speed up the purple valve production as much as we can. We're just taking steps to speed up artillery production, but obviously it hasn't had any time to take effect yet. So while I'd like to do the artillery, oh, that's interesting. Apparently I did something wrong there. Left a bunch of steel out. So we haven't been doing refined concrete. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna lay some more concrete down. Just make these paths we have a little wider. Hopefully it will be producing artillery while we're doing this. There's no real rhyme or reason to this. I'm sort of thinking about places I might conceivably want to go, and sort of remembering places where I've been held up before. But generally speaking, this isn't particularly important. So just get it all used up. Oh, I see. This is held up by, presumably, this train here. Alright. let's get you out of the way because it looks like the artillery train wants to drop some stuff off, which is good. I believe that one's operational, although maybe I should check it. I was actually thinking about maybe trying to put an artillery turret in the southeast as well. I mean, we're fairly decently protected down here by the rowboat ports, to be fair. But there's some bases down there that we haven't cleared out. Oh, I think we've used up all the concrete. And at least in theory we could extend our artillery. Well, let's just head across and make sure the artillery turret over is in good shape, seeing as we happen to be here. Slightly curious as to how these got damaged. It does make me want to do that other artillery turret even more. It's got a nice big pile of artillery being offloaded. Oh, this is actually empty. Right, okay then. In that case, it's probably a good thing I'm here. Yeah, there's definitely a base in range now. I'll just do some regular defender capsules. Okay, didn't mean to do that. Yep, this is much worse than I was expecting. Okay, excellent. Made a bit of a hash of that. On the other hand, it looks like we've restored operation, so... I guess it's not all bad. Right. Okay, so that's actually all sorted, and we have spare artillery. So yeah, that was quite bad. Hopefully now our iron's being produced a bit better, we'll be a bit less clogged up with copper. Ooh, how are we going to do this? It does slightly make me wonder if I ought to be repairing these. Hey, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Either of them is ready to move just yet, which is fine because we do have spares. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. I am thinking that rather than trying to run a conveyor belt all the way down there, I might just get the drones to move artillery shells. So if I reopen this, put a receiver chest in. Alright, it's not actually in the drone network yet. Interesting, okay. Oh, that's fine. Right, so I'm going to need some concrete to make another artillery turret. But yeah, I'm just thinking of making one that's supplied by drone this time. So it would also be good to get some more roboports, if that's an option. Like steel and the railways is still the main thing holding us up, which is fine. Okay, first things first, concrete. So you just grab some regular concrete. Can't make an artillery turret because I don't have the steel plates for it yet. Okay. But presumably they are on their way. There we go. And we'll just dump the unused concrete back in. Right. So I'm just sort of thinking, do one on the southeast corner. Right next to this radar. Okay, so what we're going to do here is make like a small path so it's kind of visible, and I'm going to need a requester chest. This requester chest wants artillery shells. And I'll put a little break in there for now, because we don't have that many. Right, I'm going to need to extend the roboports again. Because the network is not extending far enough. And once again I've lost our roboports. Okay, so I do remember this. The way to check it was steel. It's going to be here, isn't it? Cool. So essentially I just want them to reach all the way up here, so we can actually go along the outside for this one. And that should actually put it in there. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I think these guys are coming to pick up some artillery shells. I'm guessing. Oh, actually, no, are they doing repairs? They're doing repairs. Fair enough. But we have artillery shells in here, so I would expect us to have some drones coming to pick them up. I'm not immediately seeing them though. Logistics. Oh, hang on. Ah. Are they actually within the logistics network? You see, I thought they were. Now this looks hopeful. Yeah, brilliant. So he's basically come to pick up an artillery shell and move it down. Quite a long way to go. To be fair, I probably don't need to worry too much about this one causing extra attacks, because we have our full robo network here. So no matter what attacks come, they'll presumably be repaired anyway. Probably risk leaving that operational. Wouldn't hurt to set up some more laser turrets though, for good measure. But yeah, as it stands, I will leave that going. And I suppose we'll see whether we get a full-on breach in the southeast. But I seriously doubt that's actually going to happen. Okay, so once again, low on railways. Construction's pretty much consistent. It's just not fast enough. Right, okay. So what about our other artillery guns? Is there any chance we could get those set off? Quite a lot in here. We're about to go to artillery copper south. Maybe this could be enough to make it operational. You have a few bases around here. Well, what a coincidence. Does rather underscore the fact that no matter what we do, they're going to attack us anyway. Nope, I'm going for the extreme east in there. And now the extreme south. Yeah, they always reach... oh, good grief. There's a southwest one as well. They always reach further than I expect. Not very happy about the damage to the trees, but I felt like my automated systems needed a bit of help there. These destroyers are quite long-lived, which is good. Right, so actually that has worked. We don't have many artillery shells left, although there's the ones that are loaded in there. There's 5 in there, but yeah, we have actually cleared the area. So that's this whole area that's now covered. These don't quite meet, but yeah, we've carved out a big chunk there. You can see these bases just sort of surviving on the outskirts. So yeah, definitely do need the increased artillery production that we've got. As I can see, it's not going to be long before that's going to have to operate again. But it's operational. Copper Mine South's artillery gun is working. Just need to keep up the supply of artillery shells so it keeps working. So with that in mind, let's check the northern artillery. And probably dump some more steel in the railway while we're at it. And also, let's just check where the iron train is, because I keep expecting it to get stuck over here. No, it's doing fine. Merrily dropping iron off. And we're out of coal. Okay. Didn't expect that. Oh, we're dropping it off though. Okay, fair enough. So we're only just out of coal. So annoying, but not critical. Not even sure what they're dropping off there. Oh, steel. Oh well, in that case we probably do need them to drop things off, and to be fair, being out of coal isn't a major concern because we're absolutely clogged up with iron. Looks like we actually have a problem with our steelworks not being sufficient to keep making the steel. And just after I decided that we should unleash all of our spare steel things, okay, well we haven't actually used them all. So I suppose in theory I could try to increase the number. There's a bit of room here. kind of supplying steel all the way up there though, wasn't it? I think I would rather not risk using that. Oh, we probably don't have any choice though, do we? Let's think then. Ideally we could kind of do a really big open space that can still get down here somewhere. Somehow. Okay, well this is a decently wide open space. At least. Point being, we want to get this steel to the same place that this iron's coming from, more or less. Okay. See, we could arguably speed things up by just getting rid of the productivity modules in all of these. I just can't help myself. I like productivity modules. Okay. There we go. So the question now is how to get it into our standard steel production. And as always, the answer is haphazardly. And with a terrible lack of design. Okay. That's broadly works. Very broadly. Okay, going to need a whole bunch more underground belts. Well, actually we only need one more, but I want to rebuild the numbers that we have. Okay. That looks hopeful. And more to the point, it's in a place that we can probably expand. Right. So before they get used up, maybe we should grab some more of those. Electric furnaces. Let's see if we can't make something a little bigger. Need more production modules. Productivity modules, I should say. If I can just remember where I keep them. Oh, heck. Okay, something's been destroyed in Copper Mine Southwest. Probably not urgent, thankfully. We can at least get the Steelworks operational, and then we can worry about that. So yeah, as all the way through the game, the whole thing is identifying bottlenecks and fixing them. So in this case, our bottleneck finally stopped being iron and became steel. So this is hopefully a solution to that. I'm going to start producing vastly greater quantities of steel. Yeah, okay. Looks like that's all operating. Let's get these numbers back up to where they should be. That's certainly a much more respectable amount of steel production. We've got a little bit of room for expansion here as well if needed, and over there in theory. So yeah. Hopefully that's going to make quite a difference. Railway's fully stocked up now. This is literally just a matter of time. Okay, brilliant. That is good. Copper Mine Southwest. Need to go do some repairs down there. Maybe check on their ammo levels. Where are you going next? Really far, right. Wouldn't mind checking that too, really, but no. Actually, I can just bring the copper mine to come and pick me up. Copper train, I should say. So I didn't actually manage to check the northern artilleries. But at least that means when we do check them, we will have all the more shells. So a bit of a better chance of leaving them in an operational state. It's definitely not the most efficient route ever. No, never mind. Right. So I think this is the mine where something was destroyed. Yes, it was. Yeah, so we're still on the very traditional defence here. We've got no robo-ports, no artillery shells. So the enemy can just gradually wear down our defences. Looks like it wasn't actually a problem with ammunition. It's just a matter of time. Oh, this one's nearly gone as well. Actually, there is room for more ammunition. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to drop some off, just to be on the safe side. Okay, right, I think I'll stop there. So, what did we actually do? Okay, so we've got the Copper Mine South's artillery operational, although it doesn't have a lot of spares, so we do need to check that. We re-enabled the Copper Mine Northeast's artillery. That was quite extreme, but it's back operating again, so yeah, we do need to watch both of those, I think. We've made a new artillery turret powered by drones in the southeast of the base. There's nothing to show that apart from the lack of enemy bases around there now. But yeah, so we kind of, our entire southern southeastern defence has been sort of re-bolstered, which is good. We did extend the logistics network a little bit further to allow for the movement of items. We did briefly run out of coal, which is a bit of a concern. But yeah, I think the really big news is probably the new Steelworks. Because we've been running on our original Steelworks for a very long time, and we now have these set up, which are considerably more powerful, so I'm hoping that's going to make quite a difference in getting everything moving. Although it is looking quite a lot like we could possibly use some more. Well, I don't know, because we need to watch the amount of iron as well. Might need to upgrade these so that iron moves in here a bit faster. So yeah, just adding more steel, more electric furnaces may not help. But that should hopefully mean that everything's getting produced faster now. Especially the things we have bottlenecks in, which I think were all related to steel. So yeah, that's good. Want to check on our coal production, because we are using it more, of course, because we did all that oil cracking stuff. So but it would be worth going up there and checking the mines, and I do want to see if I can get at least one of the other Northern Artilleries operational, probably whichever one's next in line. So yeah, we'll probably be looking northwards the next time, and we're continuing working on the rocket silo, but that should be moving faster thanks to these. So shouldn't have too much further to go before the nominal end of the game, where I'm going to finish. Okay, but yeah, I'll leave that for next time. Thanks for watching. I will see you then.